Hi everyone and welcome to how we made Serfs Galore in 48 hours for the Medium 1. We are Croxel Studios, a team of 3 developers from Spain. So in this game jam, instead of a theme, we were given an art asset to start with. So the first step was to figure out what we were going to make using that art. We spent some time discussing different ideas, but finally we settled with making a Pikmin-like game, so that way we could use the many kinds of soldier sprites we had. Every time we make a jam game, we like to start making a prototype and getting the art style working. So as soon as we had the idea, I started working with some Unity tiles in a scene to start developing the art style. We thought this game needed an art style that highlighted the great quantity of soldiers who were going to be following you. And we also wanted it to be a bit distinct. So we ended up choosing to use a round world shader with a bit of fog and bright colors. Meanwhile, our programmers started working on the tools and systems the game would work with. This was difficult because not everything was entirely clear since day one, and a lot of things were decided during the jam, but after some struggle we finally had the soldiers mechanic working. I edited some visual stuff and added some trees, and with the help of some cinematic magic the prototype was done. After this, it was time to add a bit of juice to the game, so I started developing some particles and animation effects. And in the meantime, our sound designer worked on, well, the sounds. He decided to use some vertical dynamic music, that is, using multiple tracks to emphasize the progress during the game. And recorded some gibberish audio clips for the soldiers' voices. We later added some more features, like some enemies keys the soldiers could grab, and chests the main character had to open, to make the gameplay a bit more interesting and varied. Finally, for the level design, I had this idea of having a big battlefield at the end. So we focused the first half of the level on the keys and doors mechanics, and the second half was this big epic battle. We also made a big crown object you had to grab and take back to the start at the end of the game to create a more satisfying ending. The game ended up being a bit too hard and having some performance issues on web. We would have liked to fix these issues, but we were already out of time, so now it was time to build and publish the game. And that was it. That's how we made Serfs Galore in 48 hours. You can play the game following the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more development content like this. Thanks for watching.